talk all things true crime.
Made contact and shattered.
The missing 4-year-old. The parents have called in and that the mother has went for a walk, came home, now they can't find her.
Chad, where are Lori's kids? They've been missing for 4 months. You have nothing to say?
4 were stabbed multiple times and were likely asleep during the attack. Some had defensive wounds.
Most of them had just like one that was the lethal stab wound.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Once I told a lie, and I told my family, I had to keep lying.
Rick Sherman is a demon.
We haven't cleared anybody.
Hey everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Hi Adrian. Hi Diva Girl. Hey Paul. Johnny's handing out some tea. So we are going to continue our Gypsy Rose deep dives into these disturbing and very unsettling videos that she sent Nick throughout their 2-year online relationship. They did meet, but this is prior to them meeting in person, most of them. And thank you for letting me know the sound is good. We started these videos and a lot in true crime has happened since we started it. And we've completed our editing and deep dive into Nicole Kessinger's video. So I don't have to be working on that editing project anymore. So it kind of frees up some more time for me to research other things. And I've been researching the Nancy Guthrie case because I know a lot of people are very interested in that. So we'll be discussing that tomorrow night. And then also the Epstein files have also had me down some really deep rabbit holes since they've been released. And I want to add in a stream for them as well, specifically to other, like tied to other true crime cases like John Benet Ramsey and Madeleine McCann. I want to tie a discussion in on some stuff regarding them that were in the files. But I don't know, is Roxanne, is Super Bowl on Sunday? Because I was going to do the John Benet and Madeleine McCann Epstein discussion on Sunday. Hi, Sleepless. Good to see you. Sleepless Sleuth and everyone else who's joined. Thanks for being here. So anyways, I want to do our Watts deep dives on Monday nights, I think, and add in a stream still like for Sunday. So instead of just doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm thinking that I want to add in a Monday night, and then we can cover other cases as well. Tomorrow night, we'll still be watching the 9-hour stream with Lauren Matthias and discussing her coverage of Nancy Guthrie as well, because hers and Ashley Banfield has been quite a show this week. So that's what we'll be doing Saturday night, but it'll also have like the updates. Hopefully we get some positive news by tomorrow when we stream tomorrow evening about the updates in the Nancy Guthrie case. So hi, Brooks. Good to see you. There's a lot of stuff I want to discuss though, like in regards to John Benet connections and Madeleine McCann connections with the Epstein files. Like I'm feeling like a whole shift in certain theories that I've had for a very long time in both those cases due to some light that has been shed from the release of those files. So if it is not a good Sunday to do it because of the Super Bowl, then we'll be doing it as soon as possible. In regards to these videos, I know that's the thing, is you'll have to watch it. Other people are obviously going to be watching the game. I'll watch the halftime show. That's usually all I watch in the commercials. But yeah, I don't want to give up on the deep dives into these videos because I've already committed myself to watching them. And when I get into a case, like I have to follow through with like every avenue and every piece of evidence. And these were in the Freedom of Information Act investigation videos, that they had. So this is obviously stuff that law enforcement has looked at, and I want to stay true to following through with these, even though I've had a mod be like, okay, like I can't deal with Gypsy. And I'm like, I know, but for me, it was the same thing when Kelly from CDT and I went through Scott Peterson. Like, not very many people were willing to like go through the video evidence in that case and other things we discussed, but like we were interested in it and we wanted to like get it cataloged on our channel. So that's why I'm like committed to staying with Gypsy's videos and watching them with you guys, and then adding in a stream for the week so that we can discuss other things too, because there's just a lot going on. And I've also completed that Karen Reed video with Higgins, so that took a while. So now I have like free time there because that's done. So I wanted to watch. We've already gone through her testimony, like on our Gypsy Rose playlist from I think last year before I went away after I had the baby. So we're not going to watch her testimony. So don't worry, we're not going to watch that. What I do want to watch though is I want to rewatch Nick's reaction to seeing her in court and getting up on the stand. Like, they haven't seen each other in person in, a year or more than that. And I just want to watch a little bit. This is the only way I can handle Gypsy. That's the thing. It's like, I think that the hour and a half, sometimes we go over of it. It's like just enough. Like, because I also was thinking, should I just like stream for like 4 hours and get these done? But I'm like, no, because then I'm not really like dedicated to watching it. I might end up zoning out or something like that. Like, I really want to just, hopefully we can get this done. We're on part 6. Hopefully we can get this done in a 10 part or even before that. So, hey, Jen, good to see you. I want to just get it done though. Like, the case has always fascinated me, and the fact that I'm feeling differently about the case by watching these videos, like I can't walk away. And that's how I'm feeling about like reading the stuff in the Epstein files in regards to John Bonet and Madeleine McCann case. Like, I've thought certain ways in those cases, and then with new evidence, quote unquote, I'm starting to shift my feelings. So I want to share that stuff with you too. And obviously we're going to talk about Nancy Guthrie and all that tomorrow night. So looking forward to it. And then we'll always discuss Watt's case because you guys have recommended, or you guys have requested, I should say. So let's watch the first time Nick sees her. I'll never forget when somebody pointed out that her sweater was on backwards.
Get settled in.
We know that he stands for when they gave him the judge after.
Gonna bring the jury. You just stand.
The jury.
All rise. Please be seated. Mr. Perry, do you have a witness you wish to call?
Gypsy Blanchard, Judge.
Ms. Blanchard, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony?
All right. Now, before we get into these videos, please hit the like button if you haven't. And I want to just quickly summarize what she ends up testifying to as being the truth here. So obviously, everyone who gets up on the stand and who testifies in any trial has to raise their hand like this, and they're doing the whole like oath, basically, that they're going to tell the truth. So I copy and pasted the transcript of this entire testimony, and I ran it through AI, and it summarized it. So we've already caught her in many lies anyways during this testimony. And I want to kind of just refresh on the summary of what she claims to be the truth before we get back into the videos. So just give me a second to kind of get that together for you guys. So she testifies under direct exam. Background and control of her mother. She states her mother controlled every aspect of her life. So just keep all this in mind as we're watching these videos, and as we've already gone through all these videos, like, share your thoughts of what you're thinking based off of what she presented to everybody and under oath as the truth. Her mother wouldn't allow dating or marriage and forced her to use a wheelchair even though she could walk. She says the wheelchair and illnesses generated sympathy, donations, and financial help and attention. Her relationship with Nick, they met online in October 2012 on ChristianDatingForFree.com, where they were boyfriend and girlfriend and communicated by Facebook, texts, emails, and videos. She says her mother didn't know Nick existed. The discussion about the abuse and fear, Gypsy describes running away in 2011, being found within hours, having her devices smashed, being chained to a bed, and experiencing and hitting and punching and starvation, she claims. She said she didn't tell the doctors because she feared nobody would believe her and feared retaliation from her mother. When they met in person, she says she first met Nick in person in March 2015 at a movie theater for Cinderella with her mother present. She says it went badly and her mother disliked him. Gypsy says they had sex in the men's bathroom. Plans for the future. She says they plan to marry and have kids. She admits stealing baby items from Walmart while in the wheelchair. The decision to kill her mother, Dee Dee. Gypsy says the idea was hers and began about a year before the murders. She says she wanted freedom and believed authorities wouldn't believe her due to documents claiming she was incompetent. She says she had doubts within 2 weeks before, but after an argument and Nick asking if it was still happening, she confirmed it. Murder Logistics says Nick came to Springfield again June 8th through the 10th in 2015. Dee Dee was killed around 3 a.m. June 10th. Gypsy says she supplied the knife that was stolen from Walmart and provided gloves from the house. She says she told Nick the timing and that they discussed other methods like poison, arson, and a gun, but she didn't think she could do it herself because she couldn't handle the blood. After the murder, they returned to a hotel at Days Inn and ate at Waffle House, went to the post office, and she says she mailed the knife to Nick's home because she feared bringing it on a bus. They traveled to Wisconsin and stayed at Nick's mother's home until the police arrived. The Facebook post. Gypsy says she posted on Dee Dee's Facebook pretending to be Nick. And just think about how calculated this aspect of it was too, Gypsy says she posted on Dee Dee's Facebook pretending to be Nick to get her mother found. The post implied Dee Dee was dead and included a graphic statement about the daughter. She says she wanted police to find the body. 1 second. She says she took over $4,000 from her mother and spent only a small portion. What the prosecutor emphasizes in cross-exam. Sexual fantasy dynamics. Nick introduced alter egos, example, Victor, master and slave language, ownership papers, and would send scripts for videos. Gypsy says she went along to indulge him. So from what we've seen in those videos so far, does that appear to be kind of the truth? That, it was all Nick's ideas and Nick's scripts?
To determine that was a lie.
I don't think so at all. It seems the opposite from what we've seen so far, and you guys let me know your thoughts. It really seems like she's the one who's kind of narrating their storyline mostly. Like we've only seen one video so far of Nick, and it was the anniversary video, but I don't know. So a lot of what I've seen, even clips of Nick in these videos, because they're out there, even TikTok short form, he doesn't seem like he's that into it. And I don't know. But that's my opinion so far. We'll see when if we ever get to Nick's videos on this channel, or if we'll see. So the planning details. Prosecutor highlights text showing Nick wanted specific items, knife approval, tape, taser, and wanted her dressed a certain way before he arrived. Gypsy says she heard her mother scream while she was in the bathroom, then helped clean afterwards. So are we to believe that Gypsy really only stayed in the bathroom the whole time, but she was okay with cleaning afterwards? After she said that she couldn't kill her mom with a gun or anything because she couldn't, or kill her mom herself because she couldn't deal with the blood, but she could handle cleanup. This is all stuff that we've kind of brought to everyone's like attention when we went through her testimony, but I'm just kind of remembering reading through these notes of like what she really did claim. So the essay discussions. Gypsy says Nick at one point talked about essaying Dee Dee. She says she did not want that and talked him out of it by offering herself access to her instead after the murder. The cover story. Prosecutor says Nick came up with the story to tell if caught, Dee Dee kicked her out and she called Nick to pick her up. Redirect and impeachment points. It says Gypsy clarifies Nick never raped her during their relationship, but says sex after the murder started consensual, and then she told him to stop and he didn't. Defense uses a prior deposition to show the cover story was discussed by both of them, not just Nick. 1 second, let me pull this back up. Okay. Gypsy says the murder date was moved up because Nick said money was running out for the motel. She describes a code, knocks and scratches, used to signal when it was over, and she says she feared her mother might hurt Nick. Okay, so it says overall, the transcript of her testimony lays out Gypsy's account of long-term control abuse, the secret online relationship escalating, and escape plans, including pregnancy, and her role to facilitating the murder, money to travel, the knife, and the timing, while the prosecution highlights the sexual role play dynamic, text messaging planning, and Nick's expressed violent sexual knowledge and preparations. So I just can't. It's crazy. Someday, I mean, not anytime soon, but it would be interesting to rewatch Nick's trial. All right, so back to the videos now that we've kind of gotten a little background of what she claimed as the truth. Going back into their little fantasy world of these videos with them, it's crazy. It's like night and day looking at Gypsy there with her sweater on backwards. Okay, so this is where we left off. We watched the 42-minute anniversary video last week. And that was the first time here that we've kind of gone through a little portion of Nick's videos to Gypsy. So we'll pick up. We never watched this because it was 4 minutes, and we just skipped to the 42-minute one. So we'll watch these ones and see where we're at. So this one's called Seductress Mother 1 to 3. And before we play this, I'll read the summary of it. 1 second. Yeah, unfortunately, we've made a good dent, but there's a lot more. And there's the jail phone calls also. And hello, everybody, Kimberly and everyone else who's joining. There's also the phone calls from jail that I've never listened to. Hold on. So a summary of this video, it says, the video features a woman making an apology and expressing her desire to be the full woman and seductress mother for her partner. She emphasizes her commitment to obedience and fulfilling his commands without question. So it says, apology and commitment to change. She apologizes for past attitudes and promises to be the perfect self to make her partner proud and worthy. Some of the same stuff we've been seeing her do and say to Nick, pretty much.
Hello, Master. You asked me to make the video once more, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, to pick up where I left off before. Alright, I think I should probably start with the apologies. Well, as you know, I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. But I just wanted to tell you that I am super sorry about it, and I will do my very best to perfect myself in a way that makes you proud and in a way that makes me worthy. So I'm sorry for the attitude and the hard times I've given you. Secondly, I remember you saying that you felt like luggage. Well, you're not. You're my soulmate, just as Nick is, and I don't regret being with you. I don't feel like it's a mistake. I feel like it's a blessing. And I'm happy, and I love and adore you so much. And I promise you I will do my very best and live up to the vision that you and Nick have of me. And in that vision, I am a full woman, and that means being obedient and willing to do whatever you tell me to, and I am willing to do that. I will obey your every command, and I will do anything you ask of me without a question. Part of being that woman that both of you want me to be is being the seductress mother. And I think that I can do that, and I can live by the vampire ways. And I will bear your children, and whenever they come of age, we can both talk to them about how our family is and how it's different from other families, because that was worrying me a lot. Because you don't want our daughter to come home and the police come with her and say, and arrest you or something like that for our way of living. That's my biggest fear, is that our way of living gets out to the public and both of us get arrested, and
Surprise! That literally is what ended up happening. Crazy.
And our whole fairy tale just ends in tragedy, and I don't want that to happen. So we need to be vigilant and teach our children to keep our family secrets in just our own home and in our own family. And I will live up to the expectations that you have of me to be the seductress mother, and in doing so, that's cooking, cleaning, things that a normal wife would do and mother would do, but with the responsibility of protecting our children and pleasing you in every way that I can. So I really want to be that, and I believe that I can do that. So that's talking a little bit about that.
It's wild too that she talks about keeping secrets, and Nick claims that he's still keeping a secret for her, which we've all kind of assumed is the fact that she had more involvement, probably wasn't in the bathroom the whole time, but that's obviously just our opinions.
My opinion!
All right, so let's switch it up to the next one. The next one is, okay, yeah, so we didn't see
Or any other way.
So the summary of this one, again, I want to make sure I'm liking the videos. And if you don't want us pausing and summarizing them, like, you can go to Into the Weeds. They're always linked in my description box. So you can always go right there and just watch them through if you guys wanted without the pausing. So it says this video features two individuals, Gypsy and Demona, who identify as slaves to a master and express their desire to earn a white collar. They both share their loyalty, love, and adoration for this master, emphasizing their commitment to serving him in every way possible. Gypsy's aspirations. Gypsy expresses her desire to become the master's seductress princess, then seductress queen, and eventually mother queen by earning her white collar. She states that being his slave is her true calling and that he has brought confidence and understanding into her life. She also discusses the vampire way tradition, which involves starting with consensual sex acts and progressing to SA as part of their ritual, stating that she has saved her virginity for him to take when they meet. Demona's aspirations and gratitude says Demona also aims to earn her white collar to become the master's seductress queen mother, viewing it as an honor. She thanks the master for bringing confidence and happiness into her life, and Gypsy highlights how he has helped Gypsy overcome her shyness, which that's also, I think, has always been a lie, in that Gypsy was never shy. Demona also discusses the vampire way and tradition, stating that she will lose her virginity to the master as part of their tradition, which includes progressing from consensual sex acts to SA, which she perceives as consenting in her heart while acting as if she doesn't want it. What the heck? And then when you think about what we just refreshed on, what she testifies is that that's pretty much what happened during the night of the murder, is what she claims. So and this is what's so crazy is that we're seeing all these videos now, and this one specifically talking about consensual that will turn non-consensual. And then that's exactly what she testified happened, which I don't believe. So I think she lied, especially now. I've always thought that that was a lie, but the fact that she has a whole fantasy video talking about how that's what it would be, like, wow, that's crazy.
Hi, Master. It is your slave, Gypsy. I'm making you this video first, just as you commanded, and I hope it pleases you. What I want to talk about is earning my white collar, because I want to be your favorite slave. I want to become the seductress princess, and I hope that this video kind of puts me a step closer to doing that and earning that. I hope that I've been a good slave to you, and I think that me being a slave is exactly what I should be doing. All my life I've felt like maybe I don't belong or that I don't quite fit in. But for the first time in my life, I feel like I finally found what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's being your slave, that's being your soulmate, and serving you the best that I can. So I hope that I can be a good enough slave to become your one and only seductress princess, and eventually your seductress queen and seductress queen mother, or mother queen. And I hope that I can serve you to the best of my abilities. Because I know that we'll have a very happy life together, and all I want to do is make you happy and serve you in every single way possible. That means emotionally, physically, sexually, mentally, and every other way that you can think of. I am loyal to you because you have stood by my side through thick and thin. You have proved yourself to me, and I want to prove myself to you. I want to prove my worth. I want to prove that I am worthy, even though that's a pretty big job, because I don't think anyone in the world could be good enough for you. You're just so amazing. So,
Hey, Amy. I messaged you on X way earlier today, but then I saw your community post about delaying the stream. So hit me back when you can, but I wanted to say hi. And I'm excited. When is the next John Bonet deep dive? Is that Sunday morning like usual? Because I have so many thoughts going through my head since some Epstein stuff I've seen.
I want to be that. And you bring out something in me that I never knew I had, which is confidence and courage and an understanding of how the world works and an understanding of myself and respect. And I've just learned so much since we've been together. And I know that there's a lot more I need to learn, but I'm looking forward to learning it from you because you are the best teacher. You're like amazing. You know so much and you're so wise. And I'm happy, I really am happy that I have you for a master, because you're not just my master, but you're also my soulmate. And you're a really sweet one and kind. And though, like I was saying, that at first I didn't understand you much, but now that I've gotten to know you, I'm falling more in love with you every day. And I want to get to know you even better. And I know that another way that I could earn my white collar and other collars, but a start to that would be to lose my virginity to you, which I have been saving for my soulmate. So it's only tradition that it goes to you and that you'll take it when we meet.
And we all know that she was not a virgin when she met Nick. And obviously, looking at these videos, this isn't how virgins talk. And again, she's not as young as she's appearing. She's in her early 20s. So, you know, everything was just a complete, a lie, a facade, masks, numerous masks. Every time she's got a different wig on, there's a different mask change.
Hopefully we get the opportunity, but as tradition goes, it will be from, we'll start with the sexual act before the actual intercourse comes into play, but we'll start with consensual sex going into rape, which is part of the tradition. So it's the vampire way, and so I want to serve you by the vampire way, and I want to obey every single rule that includes. So that's my plan, and I'll obey anything you say. I am your slave inside and out and every other way, and I'm here to serve you, and I want to serve you, and I'll serve you however you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. I'm yours. So I can't wait till the day that you take me and make me your seductress princess and seductress mother and queen. So I love you, my adorable, sexy, handsome, wise, amazing master, and I hope this video pleases you. Hi, Master. It is your slave, Demona, and I'm making this video second, just as you commanded. Gypsy went first, and now it's my turn to talk. This is a test for me, and I know it. And the whole reason I'm making you this video right now is to try and earn my white collar, which I really want to, and I really want to prove myself and prove my self-worth. And I believe that I told you that a couple of nights ago I felt this kind of breath on my neck, and it sort of took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting it. And then every day since then, I've had this sort of confidence, like I'm bigger or something, and it just feels really good. I feel really secure in myself and my body and in our relationship. I just feel really good. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just me getting older or something. I don't know. Me turning 18. I don't know. But then we talked, and then I found out it was you. So I thank you for that, because I really needed that. And Gypsy needed that too, more than ever, because she has always been this sort of shy girl that seemed invisible to the world, and now she just feels alive, and that's because of you. It's because of you. You helped her with that, and you helped me with that. I think we both kind of helped turn away because I was always with her, trying to get her to be confident, but it wasn't until she learned things from you that she became confident and happy in her own image. So I thank you for that. And I thank you for putting that into me as well. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk to you about is that I want to serve you, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to serve you. I'm going to serve you by being your obedient slave and also being your queen, but I know I have to earn that title, and that is exactly the path that I'm starting to go on and starting to earn. And I really want to earn my white collar so I can start getting the more higher colors so I can one day become the seductress queen mother. And I know I'm adding queen to the title, but technically that's what I will be because you are king, so that makes me your queen. And so that will make me the most important woman in the household. So that is what I'm trying to earn, because it is an honor. It's not just given. It is an honor, and I really, really want to earn that. And I'll feel good about that when I do earn it. And I'm determined, and I will earn it one day because I'm confident. And about me serving you, I will always be here for you to serve you in every way possible, whether it is sexual or emotional or physical or mental or any other way possible that I can serve you. I will be at your disposal so you can, have the contentment that you need and that you deserve. And you know that you always have my loyalty and you've always had my love. And I have adored you since the moment that I knew you. And I think our love has grown a lot. And I'm wildly attracted to you. So doing role play with you is a lot of fun. And I can't wait to do it again with you. I will be trying to earn chances and rewards to kiss you and love on you.
Yes, diva girl. I noticed that too. It's like the same repeated things like, I want to be your queen, anything that your heart desires, any fantasy you have, blah, blah. It's almost like you brainwash somebody that way, right? Like you just keep repeating the same things over and over. And when you think about Nick's perception of all this, like he thought she truly loved him. He was under the impression that all this was like real in a way, even though they were role playing. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of the repetition is also part of the manipulation tactics.
Because I'm a very affectionate person and I really want to give my love to you. But of course I'll always ask for permission and earn it. And so I won't just come up to you and seduce you out of nowhere, because that would be not good. Over the months that we've been together, I've learned what's right and what's wrong, and what to do and what not to do, and how to be a good slave, and how to be respectful, and just learned so much that I never really knew before. And I know I have a lot yet to learn, but I want to learn that with you, and I want to learn that with my soulmate. So I look forward to that. Since the day that you came into my life, I've been more happier in my life than ever. Like Gypsy had said on the computer, our birthday didn't really go as well as we had planned, but the video that Nick and you gave us made us really happy. It made us feel like we didn't have to be alone on our birthday. So that was the only thing that made us happy on that day. We could always count on you two, and that's something that we treasure, and that's something that we love and adore about you both. We talked about how I can start, earning and going down that path of being the seductress mother, to get my white collar and other colors, other higher colors. But the one big thing that we have to do, because it is tradition, is I have to lose my virginity to you. And me and Gypsy have been saving that. Gypsy has been a little hard on me because she's like, you got to keep it for your soulmate. So I'm like, okay. And now all that waiting has finally paid off, and for a good reason. We know that it'll go to the right person. It'll go to who it belongs to. And how we will start that is we'll of course do our sexual acts before to make sure you're nice and hard for me. And then we will go from consensual sex to rape. And I don't really have a problem with that. To be honest, I don't really think of it as rape.
Ew, look at her face as soon as I paused it. Like these fantasies, so demented. And again, this isn't the only one where she's had this fantasy about essaying him.
Because in my heart I'll be consenting, but I'll just act like I don't want it. I'll be like, no.
And again, she also described this as being what happened the night of her mother's murder. Only she claims that she didn't ever consent and he didn't listen, and that now seeing this video and knowing that it was all pre-planned, even that aspect is just so twisted.
But in my head, I'll be like, yes, yes, yes. But that's the way it should be, because it is tradition, and I want to do everything by the vampire way. So I hope that I will be the best slave, and I hope that I can please you in every way possible, and I hope that I will someday be your queen and become the seductress mother who I know I am destined to become. It is my destiny and it is my fate, and I want it so bad, and I won't stop until I get it. So I love and adore you, my amazing Dark King, whom I adore so much and think so highly of and daydream about all the time. I love and adore you, and I hope that this video gets me one step closer to becoming the woman that you dream about.
So shut up, bitch!
You know, we always got to get that one in there on a Gypsy live stream. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we already saw the anniversary one. So we'll do Gypsy's attempt to calm Nick for court 1 and 2. So it's 2 parts in here. Now he was going to court, I believe, for that incident that took place in McDonald's. I believe that incident is what he's going to court for. So for those who don't know, I believe he was watching porn there. You guys refresh my memory. And I think he was masturbating in public. I trying to remember. Okay, so let me make sure. So the summary of this one before we watch it, it says, this video features Gypsy's emotional message to Nick. Recorded before his court appearance, she aims to comfort him and assure him of her unwavering loyalty and commitment, of course, regardless of the trial's outcome. Her key message includes reassurance about the charges. Gypsy downplays the severity of carrying a pocket knife, considering it normal in redneck territory, and hopes he'll only receive a fine and ban from McDonald's. Symbol of commitment. She repeatedly emphasizes, so that was the other thing, is he had a pocket knife on him as well. And hello, Ruth Ann. Good to see you. So it says she repeatedly emphasizes her devotion, signified by a ring she wears as a symbol of hope for our future. She promises to be faithful and loyal like peanut butter and jelly. Instructions for court. She advises Nick to remain calm, respectful, and on his best behavior, warning him not to let Master out, referring to his dominant side. She also suggests wearing blue in court to convey innocence. Tell me her sweater that she wore when she testified was blue. Now I can't remember fully. So plans for the future. She assures him that she will write to him if he is sentenced to jail, and expresses her constant thoughts of dreams of them being together and happy. She promises that their distance will not keep them apart and that they will overcome this challenge. Hey, Melly. Melly has been going through the Epstein stuff, and I've been watching, and it's mind-blowing. So if you're looking for a place, you can check it out on Melly's channel, and Jay Warren, our moderator, has also been going through a little bit of them too. So a lot of interesting stuff that you've gone through already, Melly. I'm just like, I can't even believe it.
Hello, my darling sweetheart. If you are looking at this, then that means that this video is meant to be something that will comfort you for the next couple of days. I know that you are going through a very hard time right now. And I want to make this hard time for you as easy as possible. I want you to know that though I don't think that the judge will make you serve jail time for something as simple as carrying a pocket knife. Over here in redneck territory, that's just normal. You don't go to jail for that. But different state, different laws. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is that no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome is, I will always be yours forever. I want you to know that this might sound silly to you, but I wear this ring as kind of like a symbol. I know it's not a real engagement ring, but to me it's a symbol of hope for us, a hope for our future, a hope for a life together. And I will always wear it to prove my commitment to you and to show you that I'm 100% honest and true to only you and Master. And even if you're sentenced to jail time, make sure, this is a direct order from your wife, make sure to tell Allie what prison and the address, because I will write to you. I know inmates can have letters sent to them, so make sure she knows where you're at to tell me, and I will write to you. There won't be a day that goes by that I won't think about you. And I just last night I dreamed about you. I dreamed about us cuddling and being together, being happy. And I know that we're a long distance apart, but distance can't keep love apart. And it won't keep me apart from you. Nothing will. I love you and adore you so much, and I always will, no matter what. And nobody and nothing is going to come between us. I'm wearing a white bow in my hair. I thought that it would be calming, and also a white shirt. I thought that it would make you calmer and be more relaxed. But I hope this video makes you more relaxed. Just know that I'm not a cheater and I won't go astray, and as they say, I'm here for the long haul, and I'm here no matter what. Now,
Determined that was a lie.
But I hope that's all it is. And I hope that this is over really soon, because then we can start being more happy and we don't have to worry about anything. We're gonna put this whole mess behind us. And I want you to know that on that day, don't think about anything else. Kind of meditate. Think only of me and you'll be calm. Remember to be respectable to the judge, and remember your manners, and do as they say, because in that position, they're a bit of a higher position than you are, and they have your fate in their hands. So make sure you come home to me, please. That's all I ask. Just be calm. Don't let Master out, because I know Master has a way of being authoritative, and that is attractive to me, but it won't be attractive to the judge. So just please do as they ask. Don't complain. Don't, just be on your best behavior. Please do that for me. Please come home safe to me. That's all I want. So I love and adore you, and I will be keeping you in my thoughts and in my prayers, and I will be faithful and loyal. I made my vows, and I will stick to them like PB&J. So I love and adore you, my wonderful, handsome king. I wish you the best of luck. and know that you'll always be in my thoughts and in my heart. Hi, my love. This is actually the second time I'm making you this video. The first time I did it all in white, so. But due to master's commands, I had to wear 2 colors. So I'm wearing red and white. So, good combo. Sorry, I was changing. 1 second to catch my breath. Alright. I am making you this video because soon you'll be facing one of the most difficult times of your life. That will be being the trial. And I know that you're nervous. I wish I could tell you not to be, but the truth is I'm scared out of my wits too. And the thing is, it's very unfair. I mean, all you did was carry a freaking pocket knife. Over here in redneck territory, that's normal. But different state, different law, right? Right now, as you can see, I'm checking my email and stuff. That's why I'm making a second video. I'm going to type to you in a little while that I'm redoing it. But I want you to know one of the worries and concerns that you had was that I would be unfaithful to you or start looking for another man. Truth is, that can't be any further from the truth because I am loyal to you and only you and Master.
To determine that was a lie.
I love and adore only you and Master. I am committed 100% to you both. I mean, I even wear this ring. It might sound silly, but I wear this ring as a symbol of hope for the both of us. For all of us. A hope that for a future together. A hope for just every dream that we ever want to come true. And that in case another guy comes around and says, hey, baby, I'm like, I'm taken. Happily taken. And I just want you to know that I love and adore you and you have my full support. You have all of me. Not just a part of me. You have all of me. And I want you to be respectful to the judge, like you were saying. I'd suggest wearing blue still, because it is a common color, and you want to show your innocence, and it's really important. I just want you to know that don't worry, because even if it is the worst of circumstances, that even if you have to do jail time, make sure to tell Allie what prison and the exact address, because I will write to you. I know inmates can get letters. I will write to you. There will not be a single hour or second that you won't be on my mind. So I want you to know that I am always thinking about you. You're always on my mind. You're always on my heart and in my heart and in my dreams. And if it's just paying a fine, then wonderful. At least it's no jail time, right? Because that would be a prison sentence for me too. I mean, I won't be behind bars, but I won't be able to talk to you or have you in my life. And you're the only thing that keeps me sane sometimes. Sometimes I just want to go insane, but you're the only thing that stops me from going insane. You keep me calm. You keep me collected. And I know sometimes I do that for you. We're each other's Xanaxes. And just know that I'm here for you for love and support and complete commitment. And for that day on your trial date, just be on your best of behavior. I know that you're going to want to, let that dominant side out in you because they're going to be really grilling you about it. But just stay calm, agree with the judge, be on your best behavior, and come home to me. Come home to your soulmate, because I can't live without you. If it is the worst, then I'll send you letters and I will be faithful and wait till you get out. And I don't want you to worry about my safety. I'll be safe. I'm always safe. I have a pit bull of a mom, as you know. So I'll be safe, and I pray that the Lord takes you in the palm of his hand and keeps you safe. I just want to put you in bubble wrap so nothing bad will ever happen to you. But it'll be okay, my love. I promise. I promise you that I will always be here and love you and adore you with every fiber of my being. I always will. I love you and adore you, my amazing, wonderful king. And I hope we'll be able to make it through this. We will make it through this. I promise. Come home to me.
All right, so we've got one final video that we're going to do tonight for the deep dive. It's 25 minutes long. Yes, this one. So the summary for this video says, in this video, Gypsy Rose Blanchard addresses her boyfriend Nick following wardrobe instructions from Master that require her to wear red. She begins by discussing her openness to sexual experiences with Nick, including oral and first-time sexual intercourse. She expresses excitement about these new experiences with him, emphasizing that he is her soulmate and first boyfriend and that she is a virgin. Gypsy also shares her apprehension about, we'll just call it backdoor sex, due to the past painful experiences with enemas, but states that she would do it for Nick out of love and worship, especially if it's for punishment purposes. She is open to kinkiness like handcuffs and eating food off her body, and discusses their shared fantasies, including oil sex. And that must be something Diddy did, and beach fantasy. She sets boundaries for SA fantasies, stating that physical abuse like punching or cutting is unacceptable and that a safe word must be respected to stop any activity. Gypsy also discusses her body image, expressing confidence in her hourglass shape, but wishing for a C-cup chest size. She reassures Nick about his penis size, stating that 6 inches is perfect. Finally, she expresses discomfort with threesomes due to jealousy, but would consider it for Nick with certain rules, such as no kissing the other person. She concludes by reiterating her willingness to endure the backdoor sex and SA and forms of punishment if she misbehaves. Oh dear, this is going to be a doozy, this one. And then, yeah, this will be the last one for the night. I'm sure it's going to be all we're going to be able to want to handle anyways. We might end up throwing up mid-video anyways.
Hi, my love. I'm making you this video right now by command of Master, and please try and bear with me because I don't have as good of a memory as you do. So I got my laptop here to remember a list of things, the topics and everything I'm supposed to talk to you about. So I will begin, but first of all, Master did have we call that wardrobe instructions, and I was supposed to wear red. Well, I was originally supposed to wear a deep red, but I had so much trouble finding it. I went to so many different stores and I just couldn't find it. So anyway, after waiting so long and everything, Master just sort of said, okay, we'll just go with a ruby red. So that's what I'm going with right now. Actually, he told Demona that, but she told me. So, so anyway, I'm wearing red, and also wearing these really, really nice fits, as you can see. With, sorry.
I think some of this is redacted.
With my white
This YouTube
undies
has guidelines.
or panties or whatever you want to call them. So
video comes back.
So I am wearing what he told me to wear. Okay, I'll get started on what I'm supposed to be talking about now. Okay, now remember, please try and bear with me, honey. Okay, laptop. Okay, looks like the first thing on the list is, how do I feel about oral sex on me, and first try to give you oral sex. That will be pretty exciting because I've never had it before. Also, I've never done it before. So I will be a bit nervous, but I will try and do my very best to give you the proper way of doing it. I will practice on stuff before, like I'll practice on popsicles, bananas, and things like this to try and practice before I just leap into it, and I really don't know what I'm doing. But I've also watched one, maybe two porn videos, so I kind of got the idea of what I should be doing. And so I'll try not to hurt you or whatever, or like scratch you with my teeth or anything. That's one of my biggest fears, is that I scratch you with my teeth, and that would be very painful for you, so I don't want to do that. Now, about you giving it to me will be pretty exciting.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard because she's missing a lot of teeth.
I bet you'll do a great job because you haven't given it to anyone yourself, so we're both newbies, so that's something we can experience together and experience the newness of it together. And about first time in general for sex, we already discussed, you and me have discussed where, let me make sure this doesn't click off. How we're gonna do it, where we're gonna do it. We have a plan set in motion. If for whatever reason we don't have enough time or whatever, which we're gonna try and really, really shoot for making our plan work. But just in case we don't have enough time, we know that next time I'm gonna bring you back to Springfield for a second trip and everything like this. So we'll have more chances if we don't get the opportunity to have sex the first time we meet. It will be new for me because I am a virgin. I never, due to the clothes that I'm wearing right now, I look like a slut, but I'm your slut, so that's all that matters. But really, I've always been the good girl, one that didn't want to, you know, do anything serious with the boy, or, you know, my mom is so overprotective that having a boyfriend was just completely not okay. So basically, you're my first boyfriend, and you're the person that I'm going to share all my firsts with. And so that's first kiss, first time having sex, first just everything. And every sexual experience that comes with being with someone. And that will all be with you. So my first time will be special, and even though it's not in a bed like I'd want it to be, but it's still going to be with my soulmate, so it's still very romantic. How do I feel about anal sex? You know that it's a fear of mine, just because to me it's weird, and it's like, it doesn't go there. But, you know, apparently some people do it that way. And I guess because I never really heard of it before, like the first time I've ever heard about sex is vaginal sex. So that's why I thought it was more normal to think about it that way. To think about vaginal sex rather than anal sex, because it just seems a little bit more different and foreign to me. And I am worried about the pain of it, because I mean, I know it's very like unattractive to talk about, but I've had enemas before in the hospital, and God, that hurt. And I cried and screamed. And even now, I can't take enemas. I just don't like stuff going up my butt. But for you, you know, I would really be hopeful that you'd be sensitive to my fears and be sensitive to me being a virgin and first time for everything. So I would hope that you would use, like, make sure you're very lubricated so it slips in easy enough and it doesn't cause too much pain for me, because that's what I would want you to be concerned about is I have a very low tolerance for pain, and so that's my concern. But the only reason why I would be agreed to doing it is for you, because I love you so much and adore you and worship you. That's the only reason why I'd be doing it. You mentioned to me that you wouldn't do it a lot except for punishment purposes, which I agree with that. It's a pretty reasonable punishment. But anyway, I would do it for you. Alright, I'm okay with kinkiness. Like handcuffs are fine for me. It doesn't matter what level of kinkiness. It really doesn't. So, about you can eat food off of me. So if you want to like pour whipped cream all over me, that's fine too. Or if you want to just like put French fries on there, whatever you ketchup. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. But I'm fine with that too. Just as long as you let me do it back to you. How do I feel about your fantasies? I know pretty much all of your fantasies, particularly the rape one. I know the one about my body being nice and shiny and wet, and I'll probably have like oil sex with you. That's whenever you get all oiled up, and then yeah, you do it. So I'd probably do that with you, as well as the tub fantasies and stuff like that we both would have in common. So, and as for the rape fantasies, I don't mind. I think that there's a line that's very delicate that I think that we shouldn't cross too much. If, like, you know, I'm fragile. You know that I have, you know, I might not be as fragile as you may have thought before, because now I can walk. But besides that, you know that, like, punching me is out of the question. Cutting me, like, really deep isn't okay. Anything that's, like, physical abuse that would be labeled abuse, I'm not okay with.
But you can kill my mom. That's fine.
If it's spanking, that's fine. If it's me being tied up, that's fine. I don't mind that. It's just where it comes, if I say a safe word, if it's a fantasy and we have a safe word, and if I say that safe word, that means please stop, you're hurting me, and I really don't like this anymore, and I would really like us to stop. And, you know, that would be my way of saying that. If I say that safe word, that's what I mean. I'm not kidding around. You're hurting me, so please stop. But if I don't say the safe word, that means, and I say, oh, no, or whatever, pretend, that's just pretend. That's just part of the fantasy. It doesn't mean that I want you to stop. if I want you to stop, I'll say that safe word. Oh, and your fantasy on a beach. I have the same one too. And when we go on our honeymoon, I'm thinking that it should be somewhere exotic, like Hawaii or something. Doing this so my camera won't go off. So I think that would be really fun. Maybe at night, or maybe for like a sunset. That would be really romantic too. So yes, my chest size. If you like it the way it is, that's fine. I've never had any trouble with it. I'm confident on my own. The way it is now, I'm a B cup. I've grown since a few years ago, because a few years ago, I measured me and I was in an A cup, I think an A36, but now I'm in a B cup. So I'm a size bigger, yay! But I'm really okay with it if you want me to take vitamins or go through a natural process to make my chest grow a little bit bigger. Obviously, I don't want like a double D because that would be like way too big. But a C would be nice. I would be happy with that. I've always said the one thing I didn't like about my body was my nose, because I have my father's nose and I hate it. But you give me self-confidence, so I'm not as much concerned with it as I used to be. Why giving my virginity to you is special? It is extremely special because you are my soulmate, and I have been waiting a very long time to give it to the right person. I know I've told you that I had one guy that I liked, and I was very close to thinking about sleeping with him, but as you know, the circumstances, I did not feel comfortable with him, and I knew it wasn't right. So I didn't do it. I chickened. So I didn't even want to even try and give him my virginity, because I know that it's something so special, and it's only something that my soulmate should have. It's only something that my husband should have. And you know my upbringing. I come from a Christian background, and we firmly believe that waiting till marriage, or waiting till you're engaged, or at least that you are gonna spend the rest of your life with this person. And for me, that's you. And so for me, it's exciting. I'm a bit nervous, but it's only because I'm nervous because I hope that I please you, and I hope I meet your expectations of me. And I know you definitely will meet mine. It's special to me because I know that I'm loved, that it's not just sex, it's making love, and it's something so special and something so beautiful that you can only give to someone once. And even though you're giving your body to your husband again and again and again, your virginity is like this little ball of light, which is not really a little ball of light, but metaphorically speaking, it's a little ball of light. That it's a gift to your husband, that it's a present that you're showing that you've always been faithful to him, and that you've been waiting for him, and that you're fully his. And that's why it's so special to me to give my virginity to you, because you're my hubby, or my future hubby, and you're pretty much my husband. So that's why it's so incredibly special to me, and I hope that it's special to you too, hon. Let's see. Okay, slender body types is the next topic. My body type, at first it started off as being kind of like a banana shape, but as you know, I have a big ass, and an even, an okay chest size. So I guess I have what do you call that? It helps me think. Hourglass shape. So I have a big ass, and I mean, if I'm like basically posing, it will go like that. So it's not a pear, but it's a perfect hourglass. For my petite size, and I fully believe in fitness. I try and exercise as much as I can. I do sit-ups sometimes, but I can't do them too good. I like to dance, as you know. So these are all stuff I try to be fit, and I try not to have too much body fat. But I know that you love me no matter what. Even if I do become fat one day, you'll love me. But I do believe in us staying fit and healthy together. So eating good foods, organic stuff can definitely keep you lean and fit. So I don't mind us being in shape. First kiss. I have never been kissed by someone that loved me or kissed someone that I love. And nor have I had a very long kiss. Like the kind that you see in the movies. I haven't had one like that. The longest kiss I had was, or I don't even really want to call it a kiss, it was more a peck. I could kiss my grandmother the way I kissed this guy and it not be awkward. I swear it was like this. It was that quick and it wasn't even enjoyable. And like I told you before, I didn't feel anything for that guy, and that's why I didn't feel anything, and I got very confused, like I explained to you, like, why don't I feel anything? Because he's not my soulmate, that's why. And that's why, for me to have a kiss with you, I want it to be long, I want it to be romantic, and I want it to be meaningful, and I know it will be, because I know it's with the right person now. Okay, we have had this conversation a lot, but you want to get, or are a little bit insecure. I know, honey, I know you are. Don't try to deny it. I know you are a little bit insecure about your penis size. Don't worry, you don't have to be. 6 inches big enough. I know some guys with I don't really know some guys, and I really don't know if their penis.
Oops, I think she slipped up there.
Isn't that tiny, but I know some guys, and I really don't know if their penis is that tiny, but I've heard some with 3-inch or 4-inch. So you're perfect for me. You're a perfect size for me. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, I have heard of guys with 9 inches and 10 inches, which is way too big and would freak me out. I'm like, that doesn't exist. The biggest I would let you get is a 7. And that's the biggest because any more would just be uncomfortable to have sex with. But I would, no matter.
And that's not how a virgin talks.
No matter what, but I'm just saying 7 would be the biggest I'd let you get with being okay with. But I think you're perfect the way you are. So I wouldn't change that. Okay, and looks like the last thing is, how do I feel about threesomes? Sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. These bangs. Oh, sorry. I have to fix my hair first. It looks awful. Yeah. You'd be laughing your ass off right now. Okay, back to the topic. Threesomes. For me, it's not something I'm fully comfortable with just because I see it as cheating. So if it was you and another guy, I don't think I would want it with another guy. Neither would I want it with another girl just because I get jealous. So expect jealousy out of me if you wanted to do that kind of thing. If you wanted to experiment once or twice or whatever, expect me to be jealous or expect me to hog you a lot. So I'd be on top of you a lot. You are not allowed to kiss her. That is a rule, and I'm very firm about that because I believe that kissing should be only with your soulmate or with someone that you have affection for. And if you were to kiss her, I would think that you love her and that would start a fight between us, and I don't want that. And neither would I kiss I. So if you wanted to, I'll do it, but I won't do it a lot just because I want us to have intimate moments together, just us. And, I feel like, I feel like with Master and Demona and me and you, I feel like we have 4 people. So it's like we have enough adventure in our life and enough excitement of having multiple personalities to keep each other interested and just keep that excitement going. So if you wanted something more than me, like if you wanted like a naughtier girl, you have Demona, or your mistress, Demona, sorry. Don't want to informally do that. And I have Master, and he's more of the stricter, more authoritative. Not that you're not authoritative, but you're more of my fun soulmate, lovey-dovey kind of guy that I can make love with. And you have Mistress Demona that can give you that authoritative pleasure and feeling. So I feel like if we have 2 bodies, well, you have a body and I have a body, but we have like 4 personalities between us all. So we have enough fun and enough whatever, I don't even know, I can't think of the word, whatever, to keep us all interested. So I feel like if you wanted a threesome, I'd do it only because you wanted to, but I feel like we have enough excitement in our relationship, enough as it is, to keep us happy. And that seems to be what I am to talk to you about. The rest is for Demona. And I will add this because I'm supposed to do a separate video for you, but since I'm doing videos now, I might as well bring this up. If you, I know I explained a little bit of this earlier, but if you were to rape me as punishment, that would be fine too. I agree that anal can be used for punishment, and I agree that rape can be used to punish me. If you wanted to rape me if I did something bad or did something wrong, no, none of the biggies. I don't do any of the biggies, so you know I won't cheat on you. I won't lie to you. No, I've lied in the past, not meaning to. I had skeletons in the closet. We made a clean slate. That's all over and done with. No more lies. So no lies, no cheating. I don't ever take you for granted. I'm always so thankful for you, and I'm blessed to have you, so I never, ever, ever take you for granted or anything like that. But if, say, I went to the store without telling you, I might put myself in danger, that would give you license to rape me or, punish me in that sense. So, that is what I am supposed to tell you in this video. I hope I got everything right, so I don't have to do a... I love, adore, and worship you, my amazing King Charming. Good night, my love.
Oh, goodness. Crazy, guys. Ken loves it, apparently. Right. Is Ken a vampire also? Like, did he see some of these videos and say, she says the exact same thing to me now? Like, I don't know. I wish he would like live react to the videos and give like a truthful breakdown, or even Ryan, the ex-husband. Oh, that would be so interesting to see, but I don't know, they probably don't want to go to sleep at night near her. So, especially if they started watching the videos and gave their full opinion of it, probably. Yeah, I can't even believe, like you guys said in chat, like she's raising a daughter. She has a baby. This is scary. I know there are no words. Four bodies, swingers. What is she talking about? She's a very disturbed person. Seriously, she scares the crap out of me. I know. She was talking about 4 different personalities, but she originally said 4 people. I know. Wouldn't that be hilarious if they live react to them, like with their true reaction? Yes. Don't forget to hype the stream after it's over. Usually it takes maybe tomorrow. You guys could hype it. Tomorrow night, we're going to get into Nancy Guthrie and the updates. Hopefully we have a new update. Some positive news is what we're hoping for. As far as what is likely to happen in that case, it doesn't look good. It's a very strange case too. So we're gonna get into the facts surrounding it, and we're also going to get into debunking the rumors and pointing out not only the misreporting, but just, I don't know, cringe reporting, I guess. I don't even know the words for it, but there's just been a lot of side-eyeing of myself to different outlets, TMZ. I saw Nancy Grace. Like, it's just like a lot of cringe going on with reporting on the Nancy Guthrie case. So hopefully we can smooth out some facts, have a discussion. We do want to get into the 9-hour stream as well tomorrow night. So with Hidden True Crime, Lauren Matthias, we are still continuing that coverage. So somehow maybe we can finish it off with, once we get, because that's the thing, once we get through the updates, unless there's more that ends up happening between now and then, it's not that much, which is why I'm also confused why all these channels and outlets are coming out with all these new videos. It's like there's nothing new right now, but anyways, we'll get into that tomorrow night. Sunday is the Super Bowl, so Monday we'll come back with our Watts deep dives. And there is some other things I want to discuss too, like including stuff from the Epstein files regarding Madeleine McCann and John Bonet. So I want to put together something for that discussion too. So the Super Bowl is kind of putting a little damper in, unfortunately, my weekend only live streaming schedule, but we'll get it figured out, guys. Meet me tomorrow night. We start at 8:30. And we'll talk our discussion tomorrow night. And then, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here and sticking through the cringe videos of Gypsy Rose. We've got more to go through. We do. I can't walk away yet. We got to watch all the videos because there's always something new that we can point out, like her fantasy of saying that their sex would start as consensual and then it would turn to non-consensual, but really it's consensual in her mind and heart. And then she testifies at Nick's trial, basically saying that it wasn't consensual the night of her mother's murder and that he SA'd her. It's just all so disturbing. I don't even think disturbing is the word for it, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Bye-bye.